Hi there, Chris. How you doing?
Good, thanks, Steve. And yourself?
Good, good. So, what have you worked on the longest? Your beautiful new house or your beautiful Packard?
The house.
How long have you spent on the house?
About 6 years.
6 years. Oh, big effort. This is your first Packard or your second Packard, or?
This is the first Packard I bought about 10 years ago, and it was a good original car, but it had rust issues in the back quarters. The upholstery was no good, the paint was all gone, but mechanically it was pretty good and original. It's had 34,000 miles on it, and I think they're genuine because the lack of wear in the steel, major steel components of the car shows that to be so. All the rubbers and perishables had to be replaced, but it was a really solid, good car, and it goes like a bird.
Ah, so where have you taken it to?
I've taken it to Brisbane and Melbourne, Phillip Island, and Renmark and Adelaide.
And what got you interested in the Packard?
No, well, my brother had one when I was a kid. He went out, he had an old Dodge, and he wrote that off, and then he came back with this Packard, which everybody thought was rather beautiful and smooth and nice to drive. And I sort of got an attachment to them then. And then when I finally got a license and started driving cars, I had motorbikes for a long, long time. And then when I got into cars, I started with a Volvo, a 122 Amazon Volvo, which I had for about 20 years. It was a great little car. And then I was working for a guy who had a Mustang, and he said, I was getting a bit bored with the Volvo by that time. He said, take the Mustang for a drive, and I took it for a drive, and I really liked it. It's comfortable and powerful, and power steering and all the good things you need as you get older.
Yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right. And this car too, it's a later model Packard.
Yeah.
And so easy to drive.
Except for the steering's hard.
Except for the steering, but it doesn't get hot.
No, it's a very nice tourer. You can drive a long way in it without stress. When I went to Phillip Island, I came home in one day.
Okay, okay.
I wasn't planning to, but I was just so unstressed and comfortable. I thought I'll just keep going.
Banging it up the Hume Highway, were you?
Yeah. Well, it cruises at 70 miles an hour quite comfortably.
Oh, that's pretty quick.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. And so in and around the traffic here, it goes well?
It goes well, but it's hard work with the steering. I'm thinking about putting electric power steering on it, which is not that hard to do. The more I research it, the more I realise it's fairly easy to do.
Fairly easy, yeah.
I was looking at a hydraulic power steering system. I've got one on one of the other cars I was going to steal that, but I'd rather leave that alone because it's a good original car. But the electric's pretty tempting, and it's cheap, quite cheap. You can buy a unit for about $200.
Can we just have a look inside the car?
It's a bit messy.
So this is the original?
No, I had it all redone.
All redone?
All the seats have been redone.
Ah,
All these are new copies of the original.
It looks a treat. So it's all the original. Could you pop that?
It's the original style. That's how it was. I had it copied.
Okay, okay. That looks plush, doesn't it?
It's very nice. Super comfortable in the back there.
It does look super comfortable.
And this is only the base model.
Okay.
They made flashier ones than this.
Could you pop the bonnet for us, thanks? And what's in here?
327 straight 8.
Motor's been reconditioned?
No, didn't have to touch the motor.
Didn't have to touch the motor at all?
No, the motor, I didn't even take the head off. All I did was, I did the carby, I did the distributor, I did the starter motor, the radiator, a few other little perishables and bits and pieces, new manifold gasket, that was gone. And I think that was about all I did to the motor. I redid all the brakes.
And it still runs like a treat?
Oh, it runs beautifully.
geez, wonder when my Packard.
It's only done 50,000 miles now.
60,000.
50.
50. Okay.
And I'm sure that's genuine.
Now, you just made a recent trip to America, didn't you? And sort of built a few more Packard, bought a few more Packards?
Oh, I haven't been to America for a while.
Yeah.
But I bought this on eBay, just as a spec buy. And
On eBay? Okay, go ahead.
and after buying this, I then got the urge to buy some more, so I bought a 48 two-door coupe on eBay again. That was in, where was that? That was in the eastern states, one of the eastern states. I'll remember it in a minute. And I bought the Mayfair. The Mayfair was in the eastern states too. Mayfair's rather like this, except it's a pillarless coupe. It doesn't have these. So when the windows are down, it's all open.
Now, where are you going to keep all these cars?
Well, that garage, as you can see, it's got,
Let's just walk towards it, yeah?
it's got a hoist.
And it disappears.
And that goes down to the lower level. And then you can see that with the Studebaker down there. I got that down here the other day. Once you get it downstairs, I just jack it up and put it on wheel dollies. And then I can manoeuvre it around. I did it all by myself.
Okay.
Wasn't that hard.
How many cars does that hold down there?
Well, it could hold 3 comfortably. And then I've got one here, so that's all my cars.
Well, righty, Chris, well done. Everything looks wonderful, and many, many more years of rebuilding Packard motor cars. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Stephen. Pleasure.